Manga-Waido.
I'm Kasuke Nakajima. I work at this factory in the countryside. I packed finished products into cardboard boxes. It was a pretty boring job, to be honest. But then one weekend, something happened. It was a Saturday. There was a big storm headed our way. I went to a nearby hardware store to get some supplies just in case. Oh, is that... It was this woman I worked with. Her name was Suji. Why is she riding her bike in the rain? Hey, Suji, it's me, Nakajima. We work together. It's pouring out. You should call a cab or something.
I don't have anyone I can ask. I'll be fine.
She said really quietly. She always talked like this at work, too. The rain was getting stronger. I couldn't just leave her here. The storm is only gonna get stronger. I'll drive you home. Just leave your bike here. We'll come back for it tomorrow.
But I don't want to be a bother.
Turns out she lived near my apartment. She said it was fine, but I insisted. Finally, she thanked me and got in my car. She thanked me over and over again on her way out. The next day, I picked her up and drove her to the hardware store. But...
Looks like someone stole it. It's gone.
What? This is all my fault. I'm really sorry.
Oh, you were only trying to help.
I could have just gotten her a new bike, but... Hey, wanna commute to work together from now on?
Huh?
We work together and you live across the street from me, so... I'm not sure why I said that, but... I guess I wanted to spend some more time with her. She paused for a second, then she nodded her head. So we started commuting to work together. I drove her home whenever I could. We talked about all kinds of things in the car. She was 2 years older than me. We were both an only child, and she liked to read on the weekends. But my colleagues, they started making fun of me for spending so much time with her. Nakajima, what you seeing her? She barely speaks. We're not dating or anything, we're just commuting together, that's all. I heard she brings you bad luck. Just be careful. Bad luck? What does that even mean? I wanted to say something, but I didn't want any trouble. You see, the thing is, I was here against my will. I used to work at headquarters, but I got a demotion. I was pretty good at my job, too. I even had a girlfriend. But then, she cheated on me with my boss. I couldn't believe it. Hey, what the hell is this? Why are you cheating on me with my boss? How could you? My friend sent me a picture of them walking into a hotel together.
Relax. It was only a one-time thing. He's getting promoted soon, you know?
So what? He's married.
Exactly.
Huh? What do you mean?
Now I got dirt on him. He'll never be able to say no to me.
Seriously? I always knew she was a go-getter. That's what I liked about her, but there are certain lines you don't cross. I knew I had to end it with her. I want to break up. I can't be with you anymore.
Fine, but if you're thinking about telling others about us, don't even think about it.
Then, about a month later, I got transferred to this factory in the middle of nowhere. This all happened about a year ago. I was upset at first, but I didn't even care anymore. I hated working here, but this was my life now, so... My boss kept making fun of me for hanging out with her, but I ignored him. Suji didn't talk much, but she was slowly starting to let me in. Soon she started coming over to my house to cook for me and stuff. Then, about a few months later, I asked her out. Suji, will you go out with me?
But I'm no fun. And like they say, I bring people bad luck.
Stop being ridiculous. I got sent here from headquarters, so it really can't get any worse for me. She thought about it for a second, then she smiled at me and said,
All right then.
So we started dating. We went to all kinds of places on the weekends. It was a pretty big city, but we checked out most of the famous spots in the area. We were getting really close too. Then one day, she told me why people said she brings bad luck. It was because of her past.
When I was a kid, my parents ran away somewhere, and I grew up with my grandparents.
But then her grandparents both got sick soon after that, so she had to go live with her other relative. But then...
They got sick too for some reason. That's when everyone started saying that I bring bad luck.
After graduating high school, she left her hometown and moved to the city to start fresh. When she was with me, she smiled a lot, but she still didn't say much. Sometimes she stared off into space, looking sad. I don't think she was over her past yet. I wanted to make her smile more, but nothing was working. I didn't know what to do, so one day, I asked her, Hey, Ayaka, do you really like me?
Huh?
Like, do you want to stop doing this?
Huh?
Sorry, that came out wrong. I was just...
Oh, I'm sorry too. I know I'm awkward.
Things got kinda awkward, so she headed home for the night. Crap, I'm such an idiot. I better apologize to her. It's her birthday next week. I hope I can patch things up by then. I texted her and apologized. I told her I was looking forward to her birthday next week. Her birthday was on December 29th. We went out to the city during the day. At night, we went to her house for dinner. It was a bit awkward at first, but things went better than I expected. We ate some fried chicken and drank some wine. She was a lightweight, so she fell asleep. Better not wake her up. Oh, what's that? On my way back from the bathroom, I found her diary on her desk. I wonder how she feels about me. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't resist. I had to know how she felt about me. Slowly, I turned the page.
December 28th. It's my birthday party today. Can't wait, but I'm kinda nervous.
Interesting.
December 27th. Things between us are kinda awkward. December 26th. Kosuke drove me to work in the morning. Hope he saw me smiling. November 30th. Went on vacation with Kosuke for the first time. I'm loving it. November 11th. Kosuke's favorite food is fried chicken. I want to make him the best fried chicken in the world. October 15th. He asked me out. This is the best day of my life.
She loves me. She really loves me. She writes about me every day. I'm such an idiot. A few minutes later, Ayaka woke up.
Sorry, I fell asleep.
Ayaka, I'm so sorry.
Huh? Why are you apologizing to me? Stop.
Ayaka, I'm sorry. I read your diary while you were asleep. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't resist.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, and I'm sorry I doubted you. I'm such an idiot.
It's okay. This is my fault too. I'm not very good at showing my emotions. I'm just always so scared and nervous too. I'm always thinking, what if someone gets sick or hurt because of me, you know?
She's been through so much as a kid. She was just having trouble showing her emotions. How did I not see that? I'm such an idiot. Ayaka, I love you. I love you so much. Come here.
Kosuke.
I hugged her as hard as I could. She started crying.
I'm glad I kept the diary.
Yeah, glad I took a peep. I know it was wrong, but...
No worries, I don't mind. You can read the rest of it if you want.
So we started looking back at her diary to reminisce. But Wait, you used to work at headquarters too? You know Tsuchiya?
Yeah, you know her?
Yeah. The thing is, I told her that we used to date.
She was always like that, doing anything to get what she wants.
I guess she hasn't changed a bit.
The thing is, I got transferred here because of the manager too.
Turns out my boss used to harass her.
I could never stand up for myself, so I was an easy target for him.
One day he asked her to be with him, but she refused. A few days later, she got transferred to this factory. I had no idea. That asshole.
He was always touching me and stuff. It grossed me out. I wrote it all down too, hoping it might come in handy someday.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I looked over her diary again. It was all there. This just might work. Ayaka, let's get him back. But I need your help.
Get him back? How?
We're gonna expose him, using this.
You sure? I don't know. I'm scared.
Don't worry, I'll protect you, no matter what happens. And the thing is, the day I broke up with my ex, I recorded our conversation. With my recording and her diary, we had more than enough to put those two away for good. We gotta stand up for ourselves. Come on, time to strike back.
Kosuke?
She thought for a second, then she nodded her head. The next day, I contacted the HR department and told them everything that happened. I sent them the recording and a copy of Ayaka's diary entries. They started looking into it right away. A few days later, the higher-ups called my old boss for a talk. It wasn't looking good for him. Then Ayaka called her former colleagues.
I asked my friends if any of them went through the same thing.
Turns out, Ayaka wasn't the only one. He was doing this to dozens of women in the workplace. Then, they all submitted a formal complaint to the HR department. They started digging even deeper in the process. They also found out that he was stealing money from the company. He ended up getting fired. I just got a call. The company is suing him.
I see. He's done for.
Yeah, sucks for him, but good riddance. As for my ex, She didn't get fired, but she got transformed to some dead-end position. A few months later, she left the company. She was the proud type, so I guess she couldn't take it anymore. And the good news kept coming. The guy from HR, he asked me if I wanted to come back to headquarters. Ayaka, they said, I can come back. Will you come with me? Please, I can't live without you.
Huh? You mean...
Yes, I can't imagine my life without you. Please marry me.
Kosuke, of course. I'm so happy.
6 months later, we got married. After that, she quit her job and became a full-time housewife. It was so good to be back. I worked hard day and night. Things were finally starting to look up for me. I miss this. This is where I belong. As for my old boss, his wife left him and took the kids with her. He lost everything. I heard Reiko was working as a hostess now. My friend found out where she was working and asked me if I wanted to go there just for fun. But I said no. I didn't want anything to do with her anymore.
I made your favorite dish tonight.
Ah,
What is it?
nothing. I'm just so happy.
Oh, you.
It was a rough couple of months, but I'm glad everything worked out.